So funny. So funny. So, yes, as Rick said, this is my 50th birthday year, and I'm doing 50 unique things, and doing a stand-up comedy act was one of them. So, yeah, don't worry, I'm keeping my day job. All right, this was just a one-time thing. But when I did call Rick, and I said, do you know what? I signed up for the McCurdy's Comedy Humor Institute, and they canceled the class, and I was pissed. And if anybody follows me on Facebook, they know I was pissed, because I just wanted to do one little act on stage. So he said, well, what are you going to do? And I said, do you know what? Thank you, Three Keys. They're going to give me a platform, and I'm going to perform my act. And it was the longest pause ever. And he goes, you're kidding. And I'm like, no. And I go, you took the class. Give me some hints. What am I going to talk about? And he thought about it, and he goes, everyone loves self-defamation. Make fun of yourself. And I'm like, what? Why would I make fun of myself when every morning I wake up next to someone who gives me all the material I need? No, I'm not talking about my husband. Oh yeah, I see where your mind is. No. I'm going to talk about marriage. That is a lovely subject to talk about. Jeremy and I have been married for 14 years. Yeah, really. 14 long years. And nothing annoys me more when someone says, 14 years? That's nothing. It's like you're newlyweds. No, it's not. Not at all. So I started thinking, and I'm like, do you know what? We dated 2 years prior to getting married. So 16 years. So theoretically, 16 years I've been together with Jeremy. 16 years. Yeah, lucky. And there's always that one person who says, 16 years? I bet it feels like 16 minutes. Yeah, 16 minutes underwater. I'm kidding. You know, recently I asked Jeremy if he wanted to renew our vows. And truthfully, he was excited. He was ecstatic. Because he thought renewing meant that it expired. You know, there's a major difference between men and women. There are. Well, there's many. But the one thing that comes to mind is men have a problem of saying they're wrong. They do. It is so hard to say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I don't know why. It's so easy for me. Do you want to hear it? I can say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I'm sorry, I was wrong. I'm sorry, I was wrong. It makes no difference because I know I'm right. Men and women are different, and men don't listen. They don't. And it's not man bashing. Men don't listen, but women, we listen too hard. We actually hear what you're not saying. Honey, you look tired. Are you calling me fat? Women are also more self-sufficient. If a woman is thirsty, she gets a drink. If a man is thirsty, he announces, I'm thirsty, and expect some miracle to happen. The same way, if a woman sees a mess, she cleans it up. If a man sees a mess, he announces it. Veronica, the dog threw up in the kitchen. I'll be right there. Make sure you do nothing about it. My mother gave me great advice. She said, accept the other person for who they are and pretend there's someone else. Jeremy and I were driving home from an event one night, And I look over, and he's intense driving, just driving. So I get a little frisky, and I go, my neck is killing me. I would love a massage. Nothing. So I say a little louder, my neck is killing me. I would love a massage. Nothing. I go, I would do anything for a massage. Nothing. So I look over and I go, my next husband's going to be a masseuse. Nothing. I go, what's your next wife going to be? He says, mute. You know, I thought it was hysterical myself. But anyway, you know, marriage is about finding that one special person that you can annoy for the rest of your life. Jeremy and I have pillow fights. Yeah, no, we don't throw pillows at each other. We have fights as to why I have so many pillows on the bed. And he can't lay his head on one of them. I simply say, they're not for sleeping, they're decorative pillows. They're pillows for show. And he goes, Veronica, we're the only people that come into the bedroom. Who do we do the little pillow show for? So funny. To me, I know that annoys him. I get excited about it. And every time he thinks he's won an argument, I go to Bed Bath & Beyond. And every time at night when we have to take all 55,000 pillows off the bed, if he happens to throw one, it multiplies by the next evening. No, we talk about arguments. My favorite is, Jeremy thinks when an argument is done, it's done. It's never done. He says I have Irish Alzheimer's. Do you know what that is, Irish Alzheimer's?
Nope.
You forget everything except a grudge. Yeah, he's right. So 3 years ago, we had an argument about the proper way of unloading a dishwasher. 3 years. Yeah. We were out 2 nights ago with friends and somebody said the word dish. And I took that opportunity to resurface that argument. He said, that came out of nowhere. Oh, no, it didn't. I was just wading him out like a crocodile in water. 3 years. That's what we do. But no matter what, every night, we turn out the light. We know we have our ups and downs, but we crawl into bed, put the covers over us, and Jeremy will lean over and whisper in my ear, you were wrong. And it doesn't matter, because I know I was right. Thank you, everyone, for allowing me to do this. And just a reminder, so another one of my 50 things is July 23rd. I am performing a whole hour, actually, not the 6 minutes, a whole hour of songs from the 1920s to the 1940s, and all the proceeds go towards children in foster care. So I want them to celebrate their birthday as I'm celebrating mine. So make sure you go online, experiencegoodwill.org/celebrate-you. So, oh, seriously? Rick is like coming to the phone. I don't know if I can, but I'll give you a quick snippet. Oh, my man, I love him so. He'll never know how my life's a spare, but I don't care. When he takes me in his arms, the world is bright. Alright, what's the difference if I say I'll go away? For I know I'll come back on my knees someday. For whatever my man is, I am his forever. Ready for this? Awesome.